Hi everybody, my name is Shannon and you're watching another yarn. Thank you so much for joining me this day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be in your time zone. It's Sunday, and on Sunday I like to do washcloths for an organization called the American Starfish Organization, and this is my Scrubby Sunday series. So what the American Starfish Organization does is they help homeless veterans. They have tiny houses, they have washing stations. They're helping get veterans off their feet that need a little assistance. And they're collecting washcloths up until Veterans Day, November the 11th, 2023. I'll have all the information down below so you can check out the organization and decide if it's something that you want to donate to. If you want to make washcloths, or you've had a couple that you've made and you have no real use for them, send them. You can send as many as you like. They don't have to come to me. Just go ahead and send them to the organization. You know, it'll make your heart feel good, right? So I've been doing this now for a few weeks. Heather, another YouTuber for Strings and Thread, was doing Scrubby Sunday every Sunday, working on different stitch patterns and different things along that line, because doing washcloths is a canvas. It is a way to paint with yarn. And she was working on really improving her skills to make garments. And the organization reached out to her and said, hey, you're doing these. Could we have some of those? Would you be so kind as to send them to us? And being the kind-hearted and wonderful woman that she is, she said, of course. But not only did she do that, she reached out to the YouTube community and said, hey guys, we have a lot of crafting people around here and a lot of people with really, really big hearts. Would anybody like to join me? There's a lot of us that said yes. And you can be part of that group. You don't have to tell anyone about it. You can just send them off. If you want to send me some pictures of things that you've sent, I'll add them to my videos. I'll show it off. That's fine with me. I mean, let's lift each other up in the wonderful things that we do. So she put out the call out. So many of us joined in. And one of the things that I've been doing beyond just making washcloths, I've been having fun with them. And the whole painting on the yarn canvas. And I've had a lot of fun looking at new to me designers and scrubbing the internet for some different tutorials and deciding what can I make. So it's kind of a twofer, right? I'm making the washcloths that I'm donating, which really does just bring joy to my heart to be able to give something that can possibly put a smile on somebody else's face. And then I'm also looking at different tutorials of other people who are on the net that I didn't know about, you probably didn't know about, and showcasing what their talents are and their designs are. I just like to look at it as another way of just spreading the love all the way around between content creators and helpful organizations and being with people that share our love of yarn and giving. And because let's face it, if you're a knitter or a crocheter and you like yarn, chances are you're also a big giver. You may keep all the things for yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that. But at a point, you may have a few too many things, and it's a good idea to kind of get them out of your area, you know, kind of like, hey guys, you take this. And that's what this is about. You can make the things, enjoy making the things, and give them away. And they're a used commodity, so it's not like I made it once, I could never make it again because they already have it. Washcloths, use them over and over. They need to be replaced. Socks, use them over and over. They need to be replaced. Hats, same thing. Mittens, same thing. I think that's why we make, as crafters, knitters and crocheters, we make a lot of these things every year because you can't give them every single year, and it's just as exciting. So the content creator I'm spotlighting this week, I've spotlighted before. This is Angela, the Crazy Poppy Lady, and I'm spotlighting her because she's making these gorgeous coasters. And I've kind of upsized them a little bit. I'm making them with the worsted weight yarn, and I'm making them with the cotton stuff, and they're a bit larger. And I'm turning them into washcloths, and they're fun, and they're pretty, and they make me smile. And I hope that whoever receives them, whoever uses them, it'll make them smile too. So she previously had three different patterns, the Rosy Posy. She had Daisy, and I think it was an Iris. Those were the three that she had. She has a new one. She has a Carnation pattern. So of course I had to do that one, right? I did the other three. Why wouldn't I make that fourth one? And then I made another of the Rosy Posy because I'm not going to lie, that's my favorite of all of them that she has. And I'm going to do a shout out to Crafting Kitty. Erin, I know how much you love scrubby yarn. She doesn't. No, no, she does not like the scrubby yarn. And I know you have a bunch because you've got them in mystery boxes unless you've gotten a chance to send them off to somebody else. I have a great use for them. I'm not going to lie. This Rosy Posy, oh my gosh, right? I'll post some pictures that shows the color better, but look at that. Oh, isn't that pretty? You know what that reminds me of? These get folded up like this. Do you know what this reminds me of? Look at this. I'm gonna put it up real close. Look at the colors. Is that not Captain Crunch Crunchberry cereal? And with the little parts and everything? Doesn't that look like if you took a bite out of it, it would just tear up the roof of your mouth if you're an adult? I mean, that reminds me of Captain Crunch Crunchberry cereal. I mean, look at that. It's like a whole bowl of crunch berries. I'm like, oh my gosh. I couldn't even. I mean, I like, wow. Crunch berries. Yeah, I can't see it any other way. And that is straight up. And if you're an adult and you loved Crunch Berries, Captain Crunch, Crunch Berry cereal when you were growing up, like I did, you could eat that. Man, you would, if your parents turned their back on you and allowed you to get as much cereal as you wanted to, you poured the bowl. I mean, like the bowl, right? Because you're a kid, you do that, right? You know, the like 4 bowls and the box of cereal is gone. You poured the bowl and you shoved that in your mouth as fast as you could, and you're crunching down on that with the roof of your mouth. I mean, that's not teeth, right? And you could do it, and it was okay. Have you had a bowl of Captain Crunch lately? Oh no. It's great. And especially, remember when they came out with the Crunch Berry, the whole box, it was just the berries? Oh yeah, I remember that. Those were the absolute best. And I like them. I don't remember last time I had them. You try to do that as an adult, you won't taste things right for a week. It just tears I mean, it's like little shards. It's like, this looks like shards, right? It's like shards of glass in your mouth. And I don't know how kids do it. They've just got Teflon or something in their mouths, and it'll just tear you up something fierce. So as an adult, if you really want it, you have to eat one at a time, and you have to make sure those berries hit your teeth, and don't take a big bite. It can't go on the roof of your mouth because it's going to tear them up. Yeah. Sorry, I got on a tangent, but that's, tell me in the comments, is that not crunch berries? I mean, that's, oh my gosh. I couldn't resist. And then, yeah, you can display these like this, put the little ribbon around here, and send them off as this gorgeous little bouquet of flowers. If you want to use this and work it up in a smaller yarn the way that she did, that's a coaster. Set your drink on it. There you go. Perfect. And it's beautiful, and it just adds so much sunshine and brightness to your life. And I'm all about adding the sunshine and brightness, right? I tell people at work all the time, I'm like this. Yeah, I'm like this at work too. I really am. I'm like this because in our lives, people just tear down. That's all they know how to do with their words, with their actions, with their deeds, you know, the negative comments. They'll just kind of look at you sideways, especially if you're bubbly. I'm like this. This is me. This isn't an act. This is me. So if you're bubbly and you're happy, the attitude is, you know, what did you do? What's wrong with you? Okay. So here's the story, right? I was military 27 years, so I served in the military. So my first duty station was in Germany before the wall came down, right? So 18 years old, and I'm in Germany, and, you know, little girl, man, I'm telling you, you know, just so young and so naive. I don't know how many times I got drug tested. Oh yeah. No, I didn't do drugs. But I got drug tested every time they would come through. They would do the random drug testing and everything, and then the not so random drug testing, you know what I'm getting at. So I have no idea how many times I lost count. It was funny. And the reason being is I've always been like this. And the attitude for the drill sergeants and the NCOs and the sergeants and the officers was, you can't be this happy and you can't act like this unless you're on some form of a substance, i.e. you're on drugs. So they continued to drug test me, thinking they were going to pop me hot and I was going to fail my urinalysis or something like that, because they're like, that's not normal. That's not natural. You know, we're jerks and you're still happy. I don't get it. So yeah, I've always been like this. And when you're like this, you're a target, because people want to douse out your sunshine or something along that line. It's like, no, just be happy. So I do this because I like to create. Because you think about it, if you're crocheting, it's a bent hook and some string. If you're knitting, it's two pointy sticks and some string, and you're creating something out of nothing, and then you can give it to somebody and you can be a blessing upon their lives. So that's some of the stuff that that's just how I am, and how I work, and that's what makes me happy to give things. I should probably show you the second one. I made another one, right? I made the Carnation. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Isn't that gorgeous? And this folds up like this. And you'll have already seen it, because I'm sure I put pictures and everything. You know, I've got better pictures. Look at that. Look at that. I've got better pictures and I've just strewn them throughout. Oh my gosh. Isn't that stunning? It is so pretty. And with that scrubby yarn, it's not an uncomfortable scrubby, but it does have that exfoliating feeling on it. And these are so nice, and they make me happy. I don't know with the recipient. I just look at it as, you're going to open this and going, for one, what the heck is it, right? You know, I mean, it's like, that's not your normal washcloth, but I hope it'll bring a smile to somebody's face. Maybe I'll write a little note, fold it up, and it'll look like crunch berries. I don't know. But just bring a smile. Don't be so serious. Have fun. Use some different materials. Oh, speaking of which, if you're interested to know what I used on these, I crocheted all of mine with a size H hook this time around. For the green, I used the Dishy cotton. This is a Knit Picks brand cotton. It is a worsted weight, number 4 weight. You can get this online. 100 grams is 100 yards. And then I also used some of the, I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby. I used the cotton candy colorway, and the other colorway is lime ombre. We know I like my limes. So those are the colors for there. And then Erin, I was thinking of you with this scrubby. This is Red Heart Scrubby Cotton, 121 yards for 85 grams. It says use an I hook. I used an H throughout, and it worked out quite well. There you go. And that wonderful, wonderful pink color, which is called Blushing Print. So those were the 4 colors that I used in my 2 washcloths. If you wanted to make some, I will have the tutorials from Angela the Crazy Poppy Lady down below. So you can make things like this if you choose to, or any pattern that you want to. Have fun. You're painting with yarn. I mean, what better thing could you do, right? And you can give things away. You can keep them for yourselves. Wouldn't these look nice in your kitchen too? Yeah. You know, or your guest bathroom. Have a little basket of these in your guest bathroom. They would. All the different flowers. There's 4 different choices of flowers. Those would look fantastic. All right, everybody. You have a great, fantastic day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. I have enjoyed so much being able to talk to you and about my latest washcloths, and I'll get around to making that tutorial. Sorry, I've been busy. I've been having fun, and the tutorials take longer, and I'm just having fun making things. You guys have a wonderful time. I'll talk with you later. Bye, everybody.